Welcome to this actionable guide on turning a debt spiral into a survival plan. First, we will frame your situation honestly and set a battle plan. Then, we will walk through a survival budget, income boosts, and debt attack strategies. Finally, we will outline a 90-day plan and discuss when to consider insolvency options. Let's move step by step and stay focused. Next, here is why this video matters. If you are juggling multiple loans, high-interest credit cards, or negative equity like an underwater vehicle, a small monthly surplus is a warning sign that the current approach is failing. This video will give you a direct, no-nonsense framework to restore control through disciplined budgeting, aggressive income increases, and strategic payoff methods. Moving on, here is the agenda. We will declare financial war, build a survival budget, increase income, choose a debt payoff strategy, tackle high-interest debts first, handle negative equity, follow a 90-day plan, review insolvency options if necessary, and end with key takeaways and a checklist. Before we begin, a quick but important note. This content is educational and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. Rules vary by region. Please consult a licensed professional in your jurisdiction before making significant financial decisions, especially regarding insolvency, refinancing, or debt settlement. Now, step 1 is to declare financial war. This means embracing a bare-bones approach by cutting every non-essential expense. Eliminate dining out, streaming services, discretionary shopping, and all optional upgrades. Track every dollar you spend and keep only true essentials: housing, utilities, basic groceries, necessary transportation, and required insurance. Make a firm commitment to maintain this survival mode for at least 90 days. Treat this period like financial boot camp. It will feel strict, but it is temporary and necessary. Here is the triage flow. We begin with a reality check by listing every debt with balances, minimum payments, and interest rates. Then we construct a survival budget by cutting non-essentials. Next, we ask whether you can make all minimum payments. If the answer is yes, you select either the avalanche method to target the highest APR first, or the snowball method to target the smallest balance first. You pay minimums on all other debts, apply all extra cash to the target debt, and review progress monthly, looping until cleared. If you cannot make minimums, you first contact creditors to negotiate. If that fails, you evaluate consolidation only if the interest rate meaningfully drops and terms are reasonable. If you are still negative, you consider a consumer proposal or bankruptcy after consulting a licensed professional. After any change, you rebuild the plan and return to monthly reviews. After triage, build a survival budget. Start by listing all net income sources and when they arrive. Record fixed essentials, including housing, utilities, required insurance, and essential transportation. Cap groceries, using a weekly envelope or card limit. Eliminate discretionary categories for at least 90 days. Automate minimum payments to prevent late fees. Record spending daily to maintain awareness and control. Finally, keep a very small emergency buffer for truly urgent needs only. Next, we boost income aggressively. Request overtime or additional shifts where possible. Apply consistently for better paying positions to increase baseline income. Add side hustles such as delivery, tutoring, freelancing, resale, or seasonal work. Sell unused items immediately because cash is more valuable than clutter. Direct every additional dollar strictly to principal reduction on your target debt to accelerate results. This pie chart shows a typical pre-cut budget where non-essentials such as dining, subscriptions, and discretionary shopping consume a notable portion of spending. The goal is to identify the areas to cut immediately during the survival phase. This second pie illustrates a survival budget, where discretionary categories drop to zero for at least 90 days. The freed funds are shifted toward groceries, essential transportation, and most importantly, debt payments. A minimal emergency line remains to prevent setbacks. Now we strategize the payoff. Begin by listing every debt with its balance, minimum payment, and interest rate. Select the method that you will actually follow. The avalanche method attacks the highest interest rate first to save the most money. The snowball method attacks the smallest balance first to create quick wins and motivation. Maintain minimum payments on all other debts, and allocate every extra dollar to the single target account. Prioritize high-interest personal loans and credit cards ahead of other obligations. Review results monthly and adjust as necessary. Here is a side-by-side comparison. The avalanche method is mathematically optimal because it reduces total interest paid, but it may feel slow at first and requires strong discipline. The snowball method delivers quick psychological victories by eliminating small balances early. It may cost a bit more in interest over time, but it can be more sustainable for many people. Choose the method that you will actually follow consistently. This mind map centers on debt freedom and branches into 5 areas. The survival budget focuses on cutting non-essentials, daily tracking, and automating minimums. Income emphasizes overtime, side hustles, weekly applications, and selling items. Strategy includes avalanche, snowball, prioritizing high APR, and monthly reviews. Risks include lifestyle creep, missed payments, and taking on new debt. Fallbacks include creditor negotiations, consolidation only if it meaningfully lowers interest, and legal options such as consumer proposals or bankruptcy with licensed guidance. Quick knowledge check. During the 90-day sprint, which categories should be set to 0? Option A is groceries. Option B is subscriptions and dining out. Option C is utilities. And option D is required insurance. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is subscriptions and dining out. These are non-essential expenses that should be eliminated during the survival period to maximize cash flow for debt reduction. Next, let's address negative equity on assets like vehicles. If you are significantly underwater, it is often best to endure the current payment while you eliminate smaller, high-interest debts first. Avoid rolling negative equity into new loans, because that generally compounds the problem. Consider selling only if it truly reduces your monthly outflow without triggering a larger deficit. Refinance only when the interest rate clearly improves and the total cost over time does not increase unacceptably. Maintain adequate insurance to avoid catastrophic setbacks. Now here is a practical 90-day execution plan. In the first 3 days, list all debts, build your survival budget, and cancel non-essential expenses. During days 4 through 7, apply for side gigs, overtime, and better-paying jobs. From weeks 2 to 4, sell unused items, automate minimum payments, and start your selected payoff method. During weeks 5 to 8, review progress weekly, tighten grocery spending, and add extra shifts. In weeks 9 to 12, renegotiate bills and only consider balance transfers that have low fees and a favorable promotional interest rate. At the end of day 90, conduct a full review, adjust targets, and repeat the cycle. This Gantt chart spreads key actions across 12 weeks. In week 1, you build the budget and cancel non-essentials. Throughout the full period, you maintain job applications. You start a side hustle and sell items in weeks 2 to 4. You automate minimums by week 2. The avalanche or snowball execution runs from week 2 through week 12. Weekly reviews persist throughout, while renegotiating bills and evaluating balance transfers occur in weeks 9 and 10. Finally, you conduct a comprehensive review in week 12. Here is a fast trimmer list. Cancel or rotate subscriptions for immediate savings. Replace dining and delivery with home cooking and meal prep. Negotiate or switch your phone and internet plans. Shop insurance quotes or adjust deductibles prudently. Use carpooling or public transit to reduce transportation costs. Plan grocery lists and choose store brands. Finally, optimize energy use to shave down utility bills. Another quick check. When should you consider options such as a consumer proposal or bankruptcy? Option A is when you are bored with budgeting. Option B is when you cannot make minimum payments despite cuts and additional income. Option C is after paying off all credit cards. Option D is whenever you get a balance transfer offer. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is when you cannot make minimum payments despite budget cuts and increased income. At that point, it is appropriate to consult a licensed professional about formal options like a consumer proposal or bankruptcy. Let's consolidate the key points. Declare war on non-essential spending for at least 90 days. Increase income immediately and direct every extra dollar to principal. Use the avalanche method to save the most money, or the snowball method to maintain motivation. Prioritize high-interest debts first. Usually endure negative equity, unless selling clearly improves monthly cash flow. If you cannot meet minimums, even after cuts and income boosts, explore formal relief with a qualified professional. In summary, start with ruthless cuts and a clear survival budget. Urgently increase income and assign all additional funds to debt principal. Choose a payoff method and commit to it. Execute this plan for 90 days. Then review and repeat. If you cannot meet minimum payments even after these steps, consult a licensed professional for formal relief options. Finally, here is your action checklist. List all debts with balance, minimum payment, and interest rate. Build a survival budget and eliminate non-essential spending for 90 days. Increase income via overtime, gigs, or a better job. Choose either the avalanche or snowball method. Automate minimums and target a single debt with all extra funds. Review progress weekly and guard against lifestyle creep. If you cannot meet minimums, consult a licensed professional for formal options. Before we go, thank you for watching. If this battle plan helped, please like the video, share it with someone who needs a turnaround, and subscribe for more straightforward money tactics. I would love to hear your questions, experiences, and wins in the comments. See you in the next one.